Hey apes, this video is to help you go through my syllabus, my class expectations. For those of you who don't just want to read it, this will be kind of a comprehensive. I'll talk about all the most important parts. I'm not going to read it to you. I think you can still do that, but I'll kind of give you the quick version, right? So we're not going to talk about this. Room number is not important. Email and voicemail, phone number. I do answer my voicemails. It takes me a while though. I respond quicker to emails. So if you need to, get a hold of me, or your parents need to get a hold of me, that's the best way to get into contact with me. I like to give my students my schedule. So here it is. I am happy to meet with students at any time for help or anything like that. I just ask that you do not come in when I am teaching, right? Like if I have class right then, please don't come then, even if I'm not actively teaching. Like if I'm, we're reading in my freshman class, or, like I'm conferencing with a student, or they're working and I'm walking around, I'm still working, and I need to concentrate on that class. It's their time. They're the most special person right then. So I need all my students to just not come when I'm teaching, but all the other periods are open. So I have study hall third period. You're welcome to come then. I have period 6 and period 7 are my planning periods. I sometimes have meetings during period 7, but not, it's every other week or something like that. But all those times are great. The other thing is, if you want to come and just do a pop-in visit, you can. If you want to just show up during Panther time, that works. But I can't guarantee that I'm going to be there or I'm going to have time to meet with you, because I have a lot of meetings. I have a lot of responsibilities. What you can do, though, is you can go and schedule an appointment with me at my Calendly page. I use this website to schedule appointments. So I'm going to take you there, and I'm going to show you how it works. So here is my Calendly page. It's very simple. You have one type of meeting you can schedule. So if you want to schedule a meeting with me, you click Meet with Alan. It then tells you what days I'm available. Oh, he's pretty much available every day except for Saturday and Sunday. Let's say I want to meet with him on Friday. Why not? So then it'll give you all the times when I'm available. If the time is not there, that means I'm not available to meet with you. So these are the times that I can meet. Let's say, let's meet at 1:15. That sounds good. So we click confirm. Then you're going to put your name in there, your email address, and then let me know what it's about. When you click schedule an event, it sends an email to me with a confirmation about this. It also puts it on my calendar, and it sets it up with 2 reminders for me. It sets it up with a 24-hour reminder, so the day before, and a 15-minute reminder. With those 2 reminders, I've never missed an appointment since I started doing this. And it's really, really nice because I know what you want to talk about, so I can be prepared for it. And it's great because only if there's an emergency will I not be in my room to meet with you. So schedule an appointment. It's really great. I like students that set appointments. It shows me that you're responsible. So I actually want to back up a little bit and talk. We'll come back to those. I want to talk about, I have 2 websites that are interesting and important to you. I have a reminders blog, and then I have my literature blog. So let's go look at those real quick. This is the reminders blog, and I make a post every single day that we have school, and it tells you what are the due dates. I usually put English 9 first because they have to be first sometimes, right? But here's the AP Literature and Composition. This is what's going on in the class right then, and I update it every single day. So if you forget your planner, you don't remember when things are due, you can come here. Oh, look, this is great, and I can, you can see what is, going on and what you need to do to be successful in your due dates and things like that. So this is my personal literature blog, and a lot of different things go on here. I have reviews of books. I have essays that I've written. I have, when I read, I like to respond to my reading. So I blog about a variety of topics. The reason I show this to you is because I ask my students to blog about literature topics, about poetry, about prose. So this is a great place to see kind of what it's all about, what is expected of you, and you can, if you want, talk with me. You comment on my blog posts. I'm going to be commenting on yours quite frequently. So it's just another place where you can see my stuff, right? So parent contact, like I said before, emails are the best way to get in contact with me. Remind. I use that Remind texting service, and I require my students to sign up for it. And I know you're like, oh, I have to, my teacher has to be able to, yeah, I need to be able to get in contact with you. And what I found over the years is that the students that do sign up for the Remind service do better in class. And so I just made it a requirement so that all my students will do better in class. I text you, like what's due the next day. I text you things to bring to class. I text you where we're going to be that day. So if we're going to be in the lab or something like that, I'm going to show you what it looks like so that you can kind of get a sense of what I'm going to be sending. All right, so this is AP Lit in here in my Remind. So you can see that, like right here I say in-class essay number 9, get excited to write another timed essay. And then I say the time before, Jane Eyre, chapters 21 through 22. Do wear comfy clothes for stage combat training. That was a good day. So I don't send that many, like I'll send, maybe 2-3 a week, maybe 4 if it's an especially busy week. But it's really important that I'm able to remind you about things that are coming up, help you to stay on top of your due dates. And it's a really great service. So I want everybody to sign up for it. Okay, I'm going to skip this whole page. We're going to talk about this in class a little bit because I think it's important for students to understand what I feel with me there talking to them about who belongs in AP and kind of, my theory behind students in AP. There's course goals, there's essential questions, stuff like that. Required text is super important. So all of these books are required. We are going to be reading. We have some choice down here, so you might choose a different book than somebody else. And then all of these materials are required. I'm not going to do a materials check, a supply check for my students in AP. You're seniors. I've asked you to get the supplies. Just get it and use them. I am, going to be looking for that pack of 3x5 cards, but I'm not going to check to make sure you have loose leaf paper. If you've created these dividers, I think it's the best way to set up your notebook. You have a different section for all those things. But if I think that I'm not going to check up on you. I would encourage you to do it though. I encourage all of my students to purchase the books that we read in class. That way they can directly write in them. I think it's just easier that way. If you don't, I have copies of all of these books that you can borrow and check out from me, and then you'll have to annotate with Post-it notes. Most of these books are super cheap because their copyright is not available anymore. It's not being renewed. So homework. Students in AP should expect about 25 to 35 minutes of homework every single night. I never give homework though, like for the next day. So I'm never going to say Tuesday, this is due Thursday. I'm going to give it to you early enough so that you have time to plan when you want to do it. I understand that, seniors are busy. They have a lot on their plate. They have jobs. They have, other AP classes. They have activities. They have so many things. So I want you to be able to choose that. So I can be organized and I can make sure that you get your due dates when you need them. But please just, plan for about 25 to 35 minutes. It's usually reading. You need to be reading. And I like to parse my reading out so I'm not doing it all the night before. These are all the things that we're going to be doing in class. All of it is related to the AP exam. The only thing that's different is the college essay right here. I do that even though it's not related to the course at all, because I think that it's important for you to have my help in writing those college essays. Schoology, I teach a blended course, so we will be using Schoology quite a bit. These are my grading scales. I use the 9-point scale, the AP 9-point scale for grading essays, our timed essays. Computer access. It is required that you have the ability to access the internet for my class and have access to a computer. We're going to be using all of these sites. If you don't have a computer at home, I would encourage you to use the computers at school or to go to the public library or something like that. Late work. I accept late work. I always have. I always will. And I accept anything late, but for every day that it's late, not counting weekends, I take off 10%. So eventually your assignments become not worth anything to turn in anymore. And I only accept assignments from the current 6 weeks. So this way I understand that things happen, and we have problems sometimes turning in things on time, but there has to be some sort of penalty for it. And this is the standard late work policy that the English department has adopted the last couple years. My makeup policy is the exact same as the schools, so no difference there. Classroom behavior. We'll talk some more about classroom behavior in class, but I have a few non-negotiables. My non-negotiables are no phones, no technology distractions. When I say no listening to music during class, what I mean is I hate it. I don't like it when students put their earbuds, their headphones in their ears. Sometimes we will listen to music in class, and I will put some music on and we'll jam out while we're doing some work. But I don't like the earbuds in the ears, and it's just a pet peeve of mine. I can't deal with it. I know that you can concentrate while listening to music on your headphones, or some of you say you concentrate better. I just can't do it. It's a non-negotiable. I also have a non-negotiable of no food in my class. Drinks, I'm okay with, but food, I just don't want to have problems with food. Just don't bring it. Come to class on time. Bathroom breaks. For my seniors, I allow you to go to the bathroom at any time you want, but I want you to understand that you are missing class. I am not going to stop teaching because you went to the bathroom, nor am I going to stop and get you caught up to where we are. So if you miss because you have to go to the bathroom, you are going to need to come and talk to me later and talk about what you missed. And I think 5 minutes is plenty of time for you to do all your business in the bathroom. If I have students that start abusing the bathroom privileges, I will just take them away. Fidgeting. There has been a surge of fidget items at school. I understand that some students use fidget items to help them focus and concentrate, and I am perfectly fine with that. If you are one of those students that needs a fidget item to help them focus, please come talk to me. We'll fill out a fidget contract so that you are able to use your fidget item. And I want you to fidget quietly in your lap. I shouldn't see your fidget item, and I shouldn't hear it. Classroom discipline, blah, blah, blah. The academic integrity is pretty standard. I don't tolerate any kind of cheating. I don't know. This page got cut off for some reason. I need to fix that. Let's fix it right now. Let's fix it together. This page maybe is this is the how to join the Remind. So it tells you you're going to text this to this number, and you'll be able to join the Remind 101. And then this last page is for your parents and you to sign it, and you're going to take this page and tear it off and bring it back to me. So that is the entirety of the syllabus. I guess one last thing I want to show you really quickly is Schoology. There, that looks better. This is our Schoology course. There's not a lot in there right now. All of you will be enrolled in here. I put, upcoming, when things are due. I'll have all sorts of folders in here. Inside this course information folder is, the syllabus, how to schedule an appointment. This is kind of going to be our one-stop shop for everything Mr. Allen's class. So hopefully this helped you with going through the syllabus, and you're ready for your syllabus quiz next time. But if you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks.